Hi everybody, how's everybody? We are going to do just a couple simple little crafts. The first one is going to involve some of these, and probably the second one will too. These are from the Dollar Tree. They are the felt witch's hat and witch's little feet. And I'm going to do a couple different crafts with those. And either using the little, I think it's the 1/8 inch, and this is like orange, kind of a Halloween color, and or you can use jute twine or whatever you want. And then the other one is going to be with these, also from the Dollar Tree. And I haven't seen this at the Dollar Tree. This is from Walmart. This is leftover from last year. So I have a ton of this really skinny yarn. If I can figure out where I ever put the rest of it, I think it's out in the storage, which somebody tried to break into our storage area out here and jammed up the door. Nobody knows if they actually broke in and took anything. Can't get it open. And it's the weekend and we can't reach the manager, so go figure. We'll find out. I hope not. So, what we're going to start with is we are going to make garland. You know, a lot of us decorate for Halloween. And I actually have my black tree coming. It's supposed to be here the 27th, which is like, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. So, I think I'm going to make it on this. I was going to do it on jute twine from the Dollar Tree, the thin stuff, but I think with my tree being black, I want the orange background, and I'm going to give myself, and you don't have to measure, you can if you want to be perfect, that's fine. You don't have to measure, but just kind of give yourself an extra length on the end so that you can kind of maybe wrap it, or if you're going to use it somewhere else, you can give yourself an end to like fasten it to something, tie it off to something before you start with whatever you're going to put on it first. And you want to give yourself a good length of whatever, you know where you're going to put it, you know how many pieces you need to put on it, go with what you're going to use it for. I'm going to put it around my tree, so I'm going to want at least, it's only a 3-foot tree, so I'm going to go with however long I can do like this. And then add another little piece. So I'm going to add a little extra length. I'm going to say, okay, that's where I'm cutting it off at. And my scissors have flown the coop. I'm going to blame Abu. Abu's Animals, this is your fault because you said that I had nice looking scissors because yours was missing. It looked just like it, and now I can't find mine. Hold everybody's horses. I gotta find my scissors. And I poked the wrong button and stopped the video completely. So anyways, so I have my length of ribbon. You can use wider ribbon. I also bought this at at Walmart. It was expensive though, $3 for only 3 feet. But it's really too wide. I mean, you can use it, but I didn't like how it looked. I also bought some black, just like it, to make bows for some of the other stuff I'm making. So I'm going to go ahead and get out some of these. I like this because there's different hats. Like this hat has the flower on it. This hat is purple. I can get a hold of him. And they're just different ones. So just get yourself out however many you want to use. Have an idea about how far apart you want to put them. I am going to hold back one item of each. Probably, I wish the feet went 2 different ways. They all go the same way. Oh well, that's okay. So I'm going to hold back one of each hat and a foot for something else. So I'm going to put you down at the table. Don't need to fall off. Okay, so all I'm going to do is plan out a length that I'm not going to use for anything. And that's kind of where I'm going to put my first one. Now, all of these have these backings that you can peel off. And if you do, it's sticky. I would leave that backing on there, and we're just going to glue right to this backing. If you want, once you've glued it on, to take a little slice and peel that off and maybe find something to cover this with, or just cover this with something else later. But, you know, this is Garland. You're not really going to see it. So we're going to hold this ribbon flat, and I think we'll start right about here. I'm going to be gluing him down. So I'm going to take and put glue on my ribbon because it's going to be easier to glue my ribbon when my glue decides to come out. And this is probably going to make a mess out of my table, but that's okay. There's ways to get that off. And place my hat on top, press down, pull it off my table. And I can go back later and add more glue if I need to. So there's one, and keeping that ribbon flat, I'm going to add a shoe next. And kind of planning out the fact that the shoe's going to have an opening. I'm going to put glue and glue. So I'm going to put probably my scissors right where I'm going to want to put, well, that ain't going to hold it very good, is it? How about we put this cardboard right here. A dab of glue. And then a break, and then another little dab of glue for the toe of the shoe. Pick that all up off the table. And then I have 2 of these, but only 1 of these. Oh no, I've got more. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and keeping this flat, go to the next one. And if you want to try to make it exact, you can fold like this and say, okay, so the next one should start right about there. And that'll give you kind of a starting point where to put your next hat. And then you can continue with this until you have your entire garland done. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I finished the garland. And as you can see, it all holds on there very well. And you can see the back there. It sticks to the paper backing really well. But just so you know that if you pull on that paper backing, you're going to pull these little stickers off, which, you know, could be a good thing because you can reuse them if you wanted to for something else. But this is a really quick DIY on making your own garland, because let's face it, guys, there really isn't a huge selection out there, and being able to make what you want for your own decoration and Halloween, for anything you want, whether it's just a decoration on a wall, your door, your windows, or your own Halloween tree, that is awesome. Now let's make one with the spiders. Now I've gone ahead and taken all the spiders off from this plastic card that they came on. And next I'm going to clip all of the rings off, because that's what these are, is spider rings. I'm going to clip all these rings off. And they should come off easily with just your scissors. These have got really thick rings, and you just want to kind of clip carefully. And go ahead and do that to all of them. Okay, so I've clipped all of the ring backs off from all these, and if you'll notice, they have kind of a flat spot here, just under where the ring back was, and then this is kind of hollow. When you go to put this on whatever you're going to make your garland out of, whether it's going to be the jute twine or this here, you're going to want to make sure to line it up right underneath where the ring was in order to have a flat surface to glue that to. And I'm going to lay my spiders down and put the glue onto them. So you want to do it however you want, whether you're going to use all purples, all orange, if you're going to mix them up. I'm going to mix them up so they go every other one. So I'm going to make sure that I have them lined up the way they're going to be, because when they're down, you can't really see what you're working with. And I really like the orange because that's what my tree is going to be. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put these on my tree or if I'm just going to have them across the window. And they may just go across the windows. So these are going to be spaced out a lot farther probably than normal. Because, I don't know, I think I'm going to put them across my window. So I'm going to need to give myself plenty of string to be able to tie them to. And then I'm going to hot glue each one and give each one plenty of room between. So we're going to start with hot glue on the spider where I'm going to stick my orange. Just like that. It is that simple, guys. These are both very simple, very easy DIYs. And I'm using the cracks in my table to measure my space apart. And then I'm going to hot glue on my next spider. Make sure that this is still not twisted. Lay it right in the glue. Push it down into it. Make sure it's stuck. It's stuck to my finger too. And then put him over here. Get myself some more. Get my next one. And continue with the rest. Okay, guys, so I have them. Whoops, I'm trying to get my cord to come over with me. I have both garlands done. The top one is the one with the little hats and the little shoes, the witch's boots. And then we have the garland with the spider rings that we cut the backs off from. I had to hold them down because the butts of the spiders are kind of heavy, so they were wanting to flip, but when you put them up to hang them, they won't be dangling loose like this. You'll actually have them hanging. But just dangling off my refrigerator like this, they don't have anything to hold up against. So, anyways, there they are, the 2 strings of easy DIY garland, and real simple to make. It costs $2, if even that, per garland. This is like, I think, $1 for this whole thing. So you don't even use a whole, whatever you're going to use, the twine or the ribbon. And then $1 for whatever you're using, whether you're using the spiders or these or the pumpkins like these or the ghosts. So there you have it, guys. A quick little DIY. Thank you, guys.